Hello, I'm Aryan, and today I'm going to talk about tattoos. So, all of you know what a tattoo is, but how does it affect your own skin? So, to know that, first you need to know how your skin works. Your skin is the largest organ, and it covers most of your body. And it needs to stop all the germs and bad things from entering your body. Basically, like it's a shield. So, how does it do it? So, there are two layers to your skin. One is called the epidermis, and the other is the dermis. The epidermis lies on top of the dermis. So, what happens is there are millions and billions of these skin cells. Okay? They are made in the dermis. These skin cells, then they slowly rise up. And as they go up, they get older. And finally, once they keep going up and up through the dermis into the epidermis and at the very tip of your skin, that's where they die. So, the skin you see right now, it's all dead cells. Underneath that is like a constantly moving conveyor belt of all of these slowly dying cells. And that's how they maintain your skin. So that's how most wounds heal. Little scratches and other things, they don't really affect you that much. It's really a great system. So what happens is when you tattoo something, this piece of metal, it going at rapidly fast speeds, punctures a hole in this whole system of the new cells, young cells, old cells, dead cells, rising slowly in a chain. And it just breaks through all of that, sends many, many ink particles through, and then the metal thing leaves. That's a tattoo. So what happens is, it goes beyond the epidermis. Because if you put colored particles, like lead particles or other heavy metals, most often that's like a common tattoo ink. So if you put that at the tip of the skin in the epidermis, the cells would continue moving upward and your tattoo would be gone in a couple of days. So what tattoo artists do, they go deep into your dermis where all the skin cells are made and all the blood vessels, everything else, the important part, and they pump thousands and billions of ink particles into there. And that's how you get your tattoo. So what happens is the ink particles are underneath the conveyor belt of all the skin cells. So this calls for your immune system to see it as a threat. Because when your skin is cut open and bacteria they go in your dermis and the immune system reacts to them. So the immune system doesn't know that it's just ink. So these cells, called macrophages, they try and eat all the ink particles. They're like the fighters of your immune system. So what happens is they try and consume all of the ink particles using acid. But it doesn't work because ink doesn't react to acid. All bacteria do, all of the pathogens do, but these ink particles, they do not vaporize. So your immune system is in trouble. So what it calls for is even more blood to be pumped into to the wound. Well, actually, it's your tattoo, but your immune system considers it a wound. So what happens is all these blood vessels open up. They send thousands of immune particles through. Basically, your body thinks something bad is happening, and that's why after you get your tattoo, you feel like a sore wherever your tattoo was. So what happens is they can't eat it. They can't destroy the ink. So they wrap themselves around it, the macrophages. So they consume it, but not really. So the ink is still inside of their bodies, the cells. But it's just there. They can't do anything about it. They can't consume it. They can't digest it. So what happens is all of these ink particles are trapped. Billions of them. And that's how your tattoo doesn't move. Because if the macrophages didn't consume it and keep it in place, your tattoo would be moving around. That's not good. So they consume it because they want to try and stop the deadly pathogen from going anywhere else. They don't know it's ink. So as the macrophages grow and die, they die with the ink still inside of them. And then new macrophages come in. But what happens is, in that process, some of the ink gets moved elsewhere. And that's why your tattoo fades over time. All of the bright colors, like the sharp outlines, they kind of fade. So in the end, the reason your tattoo looks so cool and it stays crisp and it like stays in the same shape is because of your immune system. And I think that's super cool. Thanks for watching. Bye.